Howdy, folks. Hope you're doing well and staying safe. I'm doing a new series here on all the ships I got in the Santa crates. I did spend a couple $100 more in doubloons because I wanted to see what else I could get, and this year's Santa crates are the best I've ever seen since I started playing the game back in 2018. This one I got was Odin, and one of my subscribers, FL wanted me to do a review of it. So I've been playing this boat. FL, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, this boat is broken. Secondaries are a riot on this boat at max range. And yes, I have it spec'd out for secondaries. This boat, I'll tell you about it near the end of the game, but it's pretty funny. All right, so I've been playing some operations and surrendos with it, but let's jump into it. Right off the bat, this is the best thing. 32 mil, 60, and 32 down below. So 32, she can actually bounce 458. I have actually seen a video where, I'll get to it a bit later, but it's kind of funny. So that icebreaker bow is fantastic. And the sides here are 320 and 245 and 32 at the bottom where the Citadel is. Even the sides are 45 mil, which is hard for HE to penetrate. So if you're going against tier 7 cruisers, tier 8, tier 9, tier 10, they're going to have a hard time. I wanted to show you the Citadel. So it's down below at 19 mil, I get it. 200 above and turtleback armor at 200 aside. She's very well protected, so if you get in close and brawl, you're going to do well. She can most likely be citadeled from distance and plunging fire through the 45 millimeter deck. But overall, that's pretty cool. Survivability, 52.8. I wish it was a bit more. Torpedo protection's 22%. Not bad, not good, not bad. So here's the thing, 305 millimeter, 3 turrets. Reload time is 23 seconds, not bad. Range is 19.1. That's fantastic. 180 to turn your turrets 30 seconds for 180 degrees. I'm not sure if I want more than this, but I like it. Here's the thing, secondaries, 9.7 range. 9.7 range with these ones with 6.7, and they penetrate 38 millimeter and 32 millimeter deck armor. You are going to set fires with these things. Destroyers and cruisers are going to hate you, and I find that funny. But that's me. Torpedoes are defensive. They're 4 per side, 6 kilometers and 64 knots. And overall, they're not bad. Again, these are just defensive torpedoes like other German battleships. Airstrikes, bit of improvement here. The reload time is not 40 seconds, it's 30 seconds. It's 2 drops. However, it's only 10 kilometers. I'm sorry, I'm not going to agree with Wargaming on this one. I want to see 12 to 14 to make it more effective. At least the Dutch cruisers now have air defense coming. 31.5. Now, rudder shift is 14.1. She's really slow. You can overextend by accident and make a wrong turn. By the time the rudder shift comes back, you're giving a full-on broadside. 13.4 for a distance, which is not bad, but she's 11.9 in a fire, which is not bad. 19.1, you can actually hide off and destroy her smoke and just sit there and shoot, which is kind of interesting. You don't normally get that nowadays with battleships. But as for equipment, I got a standard build for this and the Anhalt, which is the next video coming out. But you're going to see what I always take straight up. Main armament. I take damage control. These are German battleships. I want 2 things. I want secondary range, and I want to build a tank. So that's why I take these for, fire extinguishing, flood recovery time, and I take concealment. I want to be able to disengage because I like to brawl. Straight up action repair, 76 seconds. Good heals for them. I took fighter over spotter because I'm always going to brawl. I'm not the kind of guy that hangs out. And she's got hydro, and hydro's fantastic. You detect ships at 5 kilometers, 2 for submarines, even at maximum depth, and 4.4 for torpedoes. I wish that was a bit more. Standard flags I take for me on a German battleship are those. A little bit of fire, a little bit of shot. I build most of my battleships as tanky. And with Guten Luntens, I'm playing with this one, but I'll show you. So gun feeder I do take preventive maintenance because things always seem to break on my German battleships. I do take grease to gear. That's a plus 25% for turning quickly. I'm now getting back into vigilance so I can see torpedoes. So torpedo acquisition range is an extra 25%. Now, right off the bat, you can see I take both manual secondary battery and long range. So I take a secondary build. I do take close quarter combat because in my secondary build, I get a minus 10% reduction in my reload speed and my main guns when someone's inside my secondaries. And then, of course, I take Concealment Expert. So let's go look at the AA. Now, I put this one up against, I believe it's the Eagle, yeah. So, did you notice I hit my hydro? I want to show you something here in the initial drop that I was telling you about earlier, the 4.4 range for torpedoes. She's within that 4.4. Now, normally that would disappear. You would see the drop and you go, oh, they disappear. Not anymore. I've noticed that change now that you can actually now spot this. I'm not sure when Wargaming made this change, but I remember this didn't work like a year ago. So I can see those torpedoes as soon as they're in the water. So that's even for a bot and or for a human being. So, hey, that's great. Makes it easier for me to turn, plus vigilance. So it's not just 4.4, it's 4.4 plus an extra 25%, in my opinion, with the Hydro. So either way, I'm happy with that, and he missed. Now, AA is not great. I've only got a fighter, and it's a priority sector. As well, you wouldn't probably be doing donuts in the open, but you might be doing donuts like this behind islands to protect yourself. That's what I would do personally. And then give it to him and start shooting down. Again, this is the Eagle Super Carrier. I might start using the new Japanese one. That thing is just armed beyond belief with airstrikes. Look at the scenery. Hey, Wargaming does such a great job of this. I love it. So there you go. It's not bad. It's not great, but there's not a great AA. So what would I think about this boat overall? I love it. I actually did want the Odin, so I'm a little bit biased. I'll be honest. I knew what her secondaries were like and her guns were like. She's like a Tier 8 Scharnhorst with better protection on the Citadel. The secondaries is how I would spec it. The guns are okay between, I'm going to say 10 kilometers and as much as 13, 14. Now I'll say 14 kilometers. After 15, 16, 17, the dispersion, definitely German dispersion, because that's how it comes out. But these secondaries are awesome. They can rip it out. I watched the game just recently on a download, and I'm not going to review it, but two druids were trying to attack this boat, and there was a Des Moines in front of him. He was angled enough with the icebreaker, the Des Moines 203s just bounced, and he just took his time and put his secondaries on each of the druids. They have AP, dual guns in front. They do no damage to him. Superstructure, yes. Down below the hull, none. He just sat there and killed him. And then he took out the Des Moines by going beside it. It's a very versatile battleship. I think at Tier 8, it's a really good battleship. I like it. It can be overmatched at the higher end, especially plunging fires from super ships or higher battleships like the Grosse Kurfürst. And that's, of course, if the Grosse Kurfürst can actually hit you at distance. But anyway, that's a German thing. Overall, like I said, I do like it. It's a good boat. FFR, I hope this was worthwhile to you. I think it can hold its own even at Tier 9 and Tier 10. Anyone else who has it or doesn't have it, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. As always, take care, stay safe, and I wish you all the best. So, bye for now.